Hi, I'm Rick Howard. In my job, I get to travel a lot. At least that's what I say at the beginning of our weekly videos. My favorite time of year is Epcot's International Food and Wine Festival. This year, Food and Wine Festival runs from September 27th through November 11th. And for the whole month of October, we'll be bringing you a new video each day from one of the festival marketplaces around World Showcase. As our guests, we'll have wine experts, chefs, and great friends, because there's no better way to enjoy Epcot's International Food and Wine Festival than with food, wine, and great friends. Welcome to Epcot's International Food and Wine Festival on Travel with Rick. Well, hey guys, welcome to another of our Epcot's International Food and Wine Festival here on Travel with Rick. We've got a great booth for you, and I've got a great friend. Hey, Sid.
How are you doing, Rick? Good to see you again.
Good to see you. It's awesome to be here. Wow, this is a great booth. We've got some cool stuff. We've got lobster.
We do.
And we got bread pudding.
Like seafood food.
Oh, this is really, really awesome. We got hops and barley here. We've got some griddled lobster tail with garlic herb butter, actually. And then what's this thing? This is awesome.
This is the lobster roll.
Yeah,
and can I show this?
You can.
Isn't that amazing looking? I am so excited about this. So we've got the lobster roll, and that has some herb mayonnaise on it. So
yeah, it does.
Very excited.
Yeah, it does. And then we got some New England clam chowder with, it should be a side of Tabasco, but we just went ahead and put it in there.
Absolutely. Love that.
I think Amanda said that early on they were having little bottles of Tabasco or something, but actually now they've just got big jugs of Tabasco, and we just went ahead and included it in there, which is what should happen. And then what's this thing? This is looking pretty cool.
This is the craisin bread pudding, and I think the best part that you're gonna love about this, it has a Grand Marnier Anglaise. Anything
with Grand Marnier sounding really good. Hey, Anglaise, you had me at Anglaise, but Grand Marnier Anglaise, oh yeah, that's rocking. That's going to be really good. You know, guys, in years past, Linda Bean has been doing the lobster thing out here. I know that was the thing last year. For whatever reason, we're doing lobster without Linda Bean, and we're just doing the lobster. So, heck, it's lobster. I'm jumping right in.
I'm gonna try with you. This is the lobster tail.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is fantastic.
It's got a little hot sauce on it because we put a little hot sauce on the side of that when we were rolling with it. So I'm loving that.
I was gonna ask you about that. See, I like spicy food too, so I will take that.
Good deal.
That was very good.
So we're good there.
All right.
That's really nice. Now, they had a Chardonnay there, but we didn't get the Chardonnay, so we're just kind of doing this without wine. So I'm going to kind of jump right into this lobster roll.
All right, I'm going to come with you. And look at that meat. I mean, they are not skimping
Chunks.
on the lobster roll at all.
Chunks.
That is good.
It's really good. It's really, really good.
That is really good. You need to try this.
All right, so moving right along. Now we got some hot sauce with a side of chowder here.
Isn't that how chowder should be? All right, I'm gonna try with a little less hot sauce.
Oh yeah, man. Oh wow. Linda Bean, eat your heart out.
That is really good. You want to stir the hot sauce in?
Heck no.
All right.
I kind of like it the way it's floating. No, you do what you need to do there. We can stir it up. That is righteously
really
good.
Chunks of potatoes. Yep. It's wonderfully creamy broth. This is really good. All right. Now, we have dessert.
Well,
we have dessert before our dessert.
Yeah, I'm liking this chowder.
All right, okay.
All right, wait a minute. I'm going to go back here. Oh,
all right, you go back. No, you keep the lobster. I'm taking the lobster roll. No. I'm finishing off my little portion of this.
This is a big chunk here. Oh, excuse me. Have that. Wow.
This is good. I think this is one of my favorite booths so far.
Definitely is one of mine. Oh, excuse me. I'm getting hiccups. This chowder is awesome.
Now, what else do we have, Rick?
Just got a big chunk of lobster in that. Just got a potato. All right, so I'm going to do what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take
absolutely
dunk it in
taking the bread from the lobster roll, dipping it into the clam chowder.
And speaking of bread,
oh, we have dessert. All right.
But wait, here.
But wait, there's more. All right.
Have that.
He's the host. I have to listen.
Yeah, have that.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, there's a little piece right there. I'm going to go ahead and do that.
All right.
And yeah, there's another piece right
dessert.
There. Get out.
Are you ready for dessert?
I love bread pudding.
And this is a little twist, because normally you make bread pudding with raisins.
Right.
But this year they're making it with craisins.
Because, you know, Ocean Spray is a sponsor of the festival this year, so
Absolutely.
and last year as well.
All right. Do you have your bite? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'll be ready in a second. Go ahead. Tasting that Grand Marnier yet?
Oh, absolutely. First thing you taste. It's rich. It's creamy.
Oh, wow.
This is fantastic.
That's really good. Moist. It is creamy. Definitely raisin flavored. Definitely Grand Marnier flavored. That sauce is so
really
good. So
Hey!
good.
Now, Rick, do we have anything to wash this down with?
There was a wine, but you know, this is hops and barley, right?
Hops and barley.
So it's a beer. So I think probably I should take this little bit of lobster roll that's left and dip it in here and get out of the way and let you do what you do.
Do I have friends to do this with?
I don't know. Do you? Is there anybody you could call to help you with this?
I think. Where are my beer friends? Do I have friends?
We're here.
Hey, it's Amanda and Leslie. All right. Well, as always, we're starting to make this a tradition. These are what is this? The beer amigos, I think.
The beer amigos, the 3 beer amigos.
So from the Hops and Barley Market, we have the Beer Flight. I'm actually going to hold this up. The Beer Flight. All right, who wants to start with this? Because we have 4 amazing beers. 3 of these are Sam Adams, which Sam Adams is it's a Boston company, and it is America's leading brewer of handcrafted beers. And then we also have Road, which I love this chocolate stout.
Really?
I do.
And Amanda, you liked it too, didn't you? I love it, yeah.
So these are some of our favorites. We've been very excited about this. Amanda, why don't you kick this off? Pick one.
I'm going to start with the dark beer. I know that's like not the right thing to do. You're supposed to go from light to dark, but I'm going to start with the Road, which is the only one that's not brewed by Sam Adams.
Right. Please.
And this is a chocolatey coffee kind of beer, and I'm going to try not to drink very much and let the ladies have it.
We get a taste.
Is it good? I love it. You do? It's like coffee, beer, and chocolate all combined together.
This is. And
wow, and it's not heavy.
No.
I was expecting it to be a real heavy beer.
Yeah, no.
So I had, up until I had this dark beer, I'd always had Guinness. This kicked Guinness just out of the park. I love this one.
See, and I don't like Guinness, which is strange, you know,
Yeah,
because I like the
it
darker
is.
beers, but that one's just a little bit too thick for me, so I really like that one.
Well, this is number 4
very good.
in the Beer Flight, and I think we had talked about this in an episode before, that they're actually giving the boxes that are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and they give you a little card, and they list it down. In past years, we've had to write it ourselves,
Yes,
so we
so you know
really
which
love
one.
this. Thank you, Food and Wine Festival.
And you'll also find at Hops and Barley that the Sam Adams beer selection has shrunk by about half. They used to have like 8, 10, or 12 selections, and this year they only have these 3. And also the beers that they're pouring out of a tap. So you're going to
Very
get
nice.
a cold beer every time you go there. Last year they had some of them that they were pouring out of bottles, and the bottles would kind of sit halfway in ice and halfway out. And I had some warm servings. So I think
they fixed that this year.
Yeah, I think that's why they cut down on the selection, because they've got the 4 taps. So you're guaranteed to
Very
have a cold
nice.
beer.
Very nice. Well, and I will tell you that with the chocolate stout, this is something that I learned when I lived in Milwaukee many, many years ago. This leads me to my next beer. This is actually number 3, the Cherry Wheat. Many people have heard of Black and Tan, and it's a Guinness and then a pale ale on top of it. We actually make something called a chocolate covered cherry. And either with Guinness, or since we found this, it's the chocolate stout, and instead of an ale, you do the cherry wheat. We are big fans of this in our house, so it's called chocolate covered cherry. There's my little tip for the day. If you want to make a beer cocktail.
That might be the only way that I would probably enjoy that cherry, because I find it very medicinal flavored, I guess.
Really?
Kind of like a cough syrup. Yeah.
Try it again. Maybe it'll taste it. No? Cough syrup?
Cough syrup?
No, it's got a slight medicinal taste to me.
Oh yeah, definitely cough syrup.
But,
Okay.
But the idea of combining the chocolate and the cherry,
Okay, let's do that. So
Like
how do you do that?
Well, when you do it and you have a glass, what you do is it's very similar to a Black and Tan, and so you would pour your darker beer, and then you either over the back of a spoon or a Black and Tan turtle or something like that, you would pour the other beer, and it actually becomes a separated beer cocktail.
Wow.
In a case like this, I would say take a swig of one, take a swig of the other, and let's see how it works.
there you go. Now we got to try that.
All right. See, learn something new on Travel with Rick every time.
You know what? That you definitely taste the cherry in that, so I can see where you
I kind of feel like the chocolate overpowers the cherry. I don't taste the cherry anymore.
All right.
So
Okay, but that is just another tip. If you're not sure about one beer, try it with another beer. It's
Good.
See what you
It's
like.
very
That's a
cherry.
cool concept, though.
Okay. All right, now we're going in reverse order. So we have number 2, which is the Oktoberfest. Now, Amanda, this is much more your style of beer. It's a little darker, a little hot.
I think Leslie will like this one, too.
Yeah, I like Oktoberfest.
Absolutely.
And I like the lager, too.
Yes?
That one's okay. I'm
Still the darker
I'm still
beer.
going for the Rogue Chocolate Stout.
Yeah, I love
You like this one?
Oktoberfest, Yes,
Good.
I've always liked it, and the lager. But I tell you what, this is a nice one.
Isn't
Yeah.
it? It's very
Yes.
smooth. And
I'm bringing
she's
her to the
pointing,
dark side, literally. I love it.
She's pointing to the chocolate stout. I know you can't see the beer flight in this shot. So that is all right. So now we've worked all the way back to the standard Sam Adams lager.
Yay.
This was the beginning of Sam Adams beer.
Yep.
This is their flagship beer.
Traditional, I love this one.
Yes, And actually, when I was on
Very
Sam
good.
Adams' website, I had learned that in 1984 there were not a lot of beers that other than Heineken, and there was another one, Heineken, and another beer that provided any kind of taste other than a light beer or other than a type of Budweiser or Michelob, that kind of thing back then.
Traditional American
Traditional
light.
American, light
Right.
beers. And so when Jim, what's his name? Jim, I don't remember his last name, the creator of
Sam
Sam
Adams.
him and his people came up with this, like you said, the flagship beer, and came up with this flagship beer, and it just took off because
Absolutely.
back in 1984, there just wasn't a lot of
Craft beers.
craft style
Right.
beers back then, and so this really took off with a lot of people.
Well, and one of the things that's really nice about it is a lot of the light beers were just almost watery tasting.
Yeah.
And it was just, you got a little bit of beer flavor, but not great. And Sam Adams found a way to add a whole lot of hops. And, I want to say, was it quadrupled the amount of hops that was normally in a lager? And and this was the beer they came up with, and it just took off. And so this really is a fantastic, it's a light beer, but it actually has flavor, which some beers are missing. So we really enjoy this one.
And these are all 6-ounce pours. The beers are also available in 12 and I believe 24 ounces as well.
Absolutely.
And you can buy them a la
So you
carte.
can buy
You don't
them
have, you don't have to get them in the flight. So you've had the food. What beer do you think would go good with what you tried?
I think the food is seafood, so it is a little bit lighter, so I would probably go for the standard Boston Lager.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But again, I love the Rogue Chocolate Stout. It's light enough, but it still has a rich flavor, and it really makes it, just look at that color. That is phenomenal.
It is. It's
And
a
normally
good
you
beer.
expect a really harsh flavor with that, but it's very smooth.
And to be able to get it in a 6-ounce pour is nice because
Yes.
24 ounces of that might get a little bit heavy.
Oh,
You're walking
absolutely.
around.
So, and I think that covers the beer. Ladies, did we miss anything on the beer?
I think we have to rate these items.
Do we have to
now.
rate them?
Oh, look at
Wait,
here.
there's still dessert. Which beer goes with the dessert?
Well, all right, Rick.
well, which
because it has
dessert
a
goes
fruit
with the
flavor,
beer?
We're going to ask you to try the fruity beer,
Okay.
just because
What are you
it's a little bit
What are you
lighter.
trying to say here, Sid?
That it,
Well,
that
then you
it
like
does-
the grapefruit, so maybe you'll like this one.
All right.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to try this chowder
And thank you for saving me, Amanda.
with the Tabasco.
Yeah, that's a little spicy. I'm still burning on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Which one
All
is
right,
that?
so we've gotten so far in Food and Wine Festival. You
the
found one beer,
cherry.
2 beers you liked. One was a beer and juice blend, and one that's okay.
Right.
Do you want to try anything else?
As long as it's fruity, I guess I can go along with it. Well, when John and I were in Ireland, I had a nice stout when we were at Guinness. I learned to pour the perfect pint. While we were in Guinness,
Wow.
I did. I'm certified now
All
to
right.
pour the perfect pint. I truly am. So I guess I should probably. Wow, that's got like
Leslie,
a coffee.
you think he'll like this?
That's got like a coffee smell.
I
to
don't
it.
know. I never can tell with beer. He's really surprising me this show.
Nah, it's not.
Yeah.
gonna
No,
happen.
okay.
I think I had him try this last year, and he said,
Oh, yeah.
no.
No.
It's just
But at
not
least
my
you
thing.
gave it a go.
It's not my thing.
At least you're being open-minded.
Now, have you tried the dessert or the?
No,
have
that's
you
okay.
tried anything else?
That's okay. This chowder is awesome. You guys
The
really
chowder
should
is very
try
good.
that. The bread pudding's amazing, Les.
Yes,
you should
I-
really try that.
I did
It's
try
awesome.
that. I liked it.
There wasn't much of the lobster left for
We
us,
didn't
Sid.
leave them any.
We really did.
There is a bite of the lobster roll left.
Yeah.
Would you like to try
So,
that,
you know,
Leslie?
as we keep saying
Yeah.
here on Travel with Rick and our Food and Wine episodes every year, that's what's cool about Epcot's Food and Wine Festival. Like me, I'm not a beer guy, right? So, but I can come out with Leslie and she can get a flight of beer and I can taste them and I can see. It's about expanding your palate, right? It's about trying different things. It's about trying chowder. You know, I'm truthfully, I am not a white chowder kind of fan. You know, I mean, I'm not a New
You
England.
go for the Manhattan style.
I like the Manhattan style. You know, I
Okay.
like conch chowders. I like tomato-based chowders, things like that. But you know what? This is really, really amazingly good.
But you have to add the Tabasco in because I
I
had
love-
it without it.
I love anything with Tabasco.
Yes.
I love anything with Crystal, Louisiana hot sauce. I love anything with hot sauce. I love eggs with hot sauce. So, yeah, you put that in there. That's really rocking. But, you know, you can get a flight of beer. You can try that. That's what's beautiful here. You get these smaller portions. You go around different countries, different parts of the world, different places, and you try these beers. You try these different things, and you see what you like and what you don't like. You know, but at least you keep trying things, which is pretty cool, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So Amanda's right. We do need to rate it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let Amanda and Leslie rate the beer. Okay? But Sid, since you and I had the food, let's rate that. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to start with the lobster tail. Right on go lobster tail. That was awesome. You know, and we just kind of stumbled across having the chowder next to it. And when we put the hot sauce in the chowder, some hot sauce went over in the bowl. So when we took the lobster out of the shell, it got on it. It was just a beautiful marriage of 2, 3 wonderful things. Butter and creamy lobster and hot sauce. It was awesome. I'm going 5 on that lobster tail.
Wow.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
It's the hot sauce that put it over.
It is. It really is. So I'm going 5 on that. This lobster roll, a lot of bread. It was a lot of claw meat. It was really good. I'm going to give that a 4. This chowder, definitely giving it a strong 4. Yeah, I'll even break the bottle. We're going 4.5 on the chowder. It was amazing. It was really, really good. And on that bread pudding, Amanda, am I a dessert person?
No.
I'm totally not. But bread pudding, I mean, it's bread, it's craisins. It's not even so much a dessert. It's just a beautiful thing.
It's Grand Marnier.
It's Grand Marnier. You just did it, Sid. I was thinking 4, but when you reminded me it had Grand Marnier in it, 5. Yeah, baby. 5.
Wow.
5
It
on
is
that.
good. It is
Yeah.
good.
So,
It's a
so what do
very
you
good
think?
bread.
All right, the food. The lobster was very, very good. I'm going to give it a strong 4. I did like the hot sauce on
Yep.
it. You and I are hot sauce
Cool.
people.
Yeah, we
so,
are.
Honestly, Rick, I'm going to have to disagree with you. I loved the lobster roll.
Okay.
4.5.
All right.
I'm breaking a bottle.
There we go.
So it's 4.5 on that. The flavor was wonderful. There was a lot of bread, but there was a ton of lobster meat. The chowder, I'm actually going to say a 3. The only thing that saved the chowder to me was the fact that the hot sauce did get into it so plentifully.
Yep.
So I'm going to say a 3 on it. It wasn't bad, but I don't think I'd order it again.
Okay.
And as far as this wonderful craisin bread pudding with the Grand Marnier, creme anglaise, something like it was, I'm going to say a 4. So it was very, very good, but definitely my favorite was the lobster roll.
Nice.
All right.
So I'm digging the bread with the lobster roll because I can go back into the chowder with that. So that's really awesome. All right, ladies, the beer.
All right.
For the flight, I'd say a 4.
Oh,
I got
did
it
you
a
say
5. I loved every one of them.
Fantastic. And I loved them all too.
All right.
Yeah, because Amanda, she's not really big, the lighter side.
Right.
And the cherry
that's
wheat,
good.
she didn't like it.
Yeah.
All right,
I
guys.
guess- yeah.
Well, if we were in
I'd say
Singapore,
5. I like them all.
we have an odd thing happening right now. It's about to start Singaporean out here. Sorry. Yeah, that was a bad joke we heard over there. But listen, guys, it is about to start raining. Hey, it's Florida. Happens occasionally here. Occasionally a little shower can pop up. Don't miss this festival. All the way to November 11th. Cool things happening here. Lots of great food. Lots of great beverages. Lots of great friends. Come out and check it out. Anything else, ladies?
Oh, we have a sponsor. Travel
We do
with
have a
Rick
sponsor.
has been brought to you by a generous grant from Kingdom Magic Vacation. So please check them out. Let them help you plan your vacation.
Right?
And Absolutely.
And as the rain comes in, I think we're going to head on out. So thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to check us out tomorrow for another episode of our Food and Wine series on Travel with Rick. So long, guys. Thanks for watching.